Gary, you happy with the point?
Well, no manager's ever happy with a point because you want the three. There's three up for grabs. But to be honest, we've played a team that's was one game away from the Premiership last year, and they've got some very experienced players at this level, and we've had to work very, very hard to get the ball back because they play a particular style that is very difficult to shut down all over the field, and because they're so confident in their game and their play, that it looks like they've got the ball a lot, which they had, and especially if we give it back to them, which we did on occasions. When we didn't give it back to them, we then looked dangerous ourselves, and I thought that you want to win your games at home if you can, but to be fair, 0-0, a draw ain't a bad result against these top teams. Our league is a mini league of 8 teams that don't include Brighton. You know what I mean? And when we come against them, then they become the cup finals, and we got to nick a few points off these types of teams. We didn't come for a draw, of course. We want to win the game. I never do that. But we had a couple of chances towards the end, so did they. But neither team really created, in my opinion, absolute open chances. You know what I mean? And that was because both teams worked very, very hard out of possession, and that's what we had to do.
You told me beforehand the front two you'd chosen were because you thought they were the best two to lead you today.
Yeah.
Did they do enough?
No. Well, you'd like them to have scored one each, and then they would have done enough. But they're certainly ahead of the ones that we didn't select at the moment. So we'll have to see how the week goes this week. But only I know what goes on behind closed doors, and I picked the team that I believe that starting 11 and the subs are going to give me and the club 100%. And if I don't think that, then I won't play them.
Because people will ask about Paddy Madden.
No, only you'll ask about him. Listen, if he was up for it and up to it at this moment in time, of course you'd play him. And the same, the crowd are singing about Sam Foley, and we love him. We love Sam, but unfortunately he's another one that doesn't warrant a place just yet for reasons that stay with the management.
The man that did come in today, young Fraser Fifey, I thought he was just getting into the game actually, but he went off injured. What's happened?
I think he's done, I don't know the word, but a little bone in his shoulder. I don't know exactly what it's called, but I don't know if he's had an X-ray yet, but the physio seem to think that it's nothing too bad, but some bruising maybe, So we'll have to get it X-rayed and see how it was. Yeah, we was gutted with that because, we know he's a player and we know he can make us better as a squad, and he showed that in a couple of little bits he did early on. But like all loans that we get in, we lose them in the first game.
I asked you beforehand whether the international break had come at the right time, and you said, well, let's wait till 5 o'clock. By my clock, we're almost there.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those, the jury's still out, isn't it? You know what I mean? When it's 0-0 and you sort of want to be at it. If you were mid-table, it would be a good point, wouldn't it? But we're bottom of the table. But every point that you gain helps you later on when you play the teams that are around you as cup finals, and then all these little points that add up mean that you get a win against some of them other teams, and all of a sudden you leapfrog in them. We've had an unbelievably difficult run of games, and we've still got another 3 or 4 yet. Do you know what I mean? So we'll keep going, and hopefully we can keep picking up points. If Sam's shot goes in at the end there, you nick the result. So that's how sort of tight and close it all is. But we mustn't get too despondent just yet. I won't. I'm picking the team for the right reasons. I think supporters know that. I wouldn't let them down on anything. So we'll keep going.
Does being bottom affect you? Affect the way you work? Affect the way you talk to the players?
Not really. If it affects you, then you're showing that we got to keep improving. That's what we got to do, and we know that we're not championship form yet. We haven't got a championship squad yet. We know that, and that's why we got to sort out the wheat from the chaff. Chaff from the wheat. It's the second times we've said it, and then we got to keep adding quality to that as and when we can, and that's what we'll do. So there's signs on occasions when we've got the ball that You know, we're Championship, and then every now and again we showed against these big teams, good teams, that possession is the key. If you give possession away too often, then the opposition can look dangerous. All right?
Good man, thank you.
No problem. All done?
Did you think the crowd was a bit nervy today? It seemed a bit quieter than...
Well, when it's 0-0, you know, everybody wants to see their team have shots, crosses. I do, you know, corners, free kicks. You know, there was a few good opportunities that we had to put a good ball in or a good shot in, and we didn't, and it sort of like petered out a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's probably why that happened.
Did you think that, like, the longer it went on at 0-0, you thought, oh no, not again?
Yeah, we did, because they had 3 chances when Leroy came on, half chances, and then we had a couple up the other end. I also thought that we had a chance of nicking it. You know, suddenly the game opens up, and you don't want to get beat 1-0 sort of thing. You know, so Brighton have come here. They would have expected to have picked up the 3 points, and we haven't let them do that. We've given them a bit of a game without really getting our game 100% going.
Do you think every team is going to come here thinking we just got to turn up and get the points?
Well, I think they will, because I think that they see us as of course a small club. I think they respect us, but they also know that you know, we are the smallest club in the league anyway, in everything. So you know, opposition clubs, supporters, expect their team to beat us wherever we go, whoever we play. So you know, we've got to be strong in that, and we've got to make sure that we come out of it at the end having kept our Championship status.
Because it was noticeable that, well, it's been quite noticeable, quite a few of the clubs that have been here with their supporters, that the longer the game's gone on,
yeah, they get frustrated, don't they? Yeah, they do, and that's of course the way they see us. You know,
and it's a shame it didn't rain for a bit longer as well.
Yeah. Why is that? Do you want the game? You wanted it off?
Just want them
Postponed. Oh, I see. Yeah. No. You know, we got to embrace everybody that pays their money to come and watch a game at Hughes Park, because it helps with the coffers, of course, and it's great to get, you know, nearly 7,000 there today, and you know, Nottingham Forest, I'm sure that's a big draw for a lot of people. Hopefully we'll get a few there, and we'll keep battling away, and you know, we'll try and up our work rate, we'll try and up our quality, and then obviously the main thing is we've got to try and up our goals tally.
Yeah.
Do you think we've come across some pretty good goalkeepers in the opposition side?
Yeah, they all
well?
seem to do well, don't they? There are some good goalkeepers at this level. You know, you look at the Premiership goalies; they're the best in the world. And then, so how many's that? 18 goalies. There's probably 50 goalies that are fantastic in the world, and some of them have come down to the Championship because they're not in our Premiership. So, you know, but we've got goalkeepers that are that good as well, sort of thing, you know, and are strong when they need to be.